You've heard of a police ride-along, but what about a police read-along? Rock Island's Police Department and Public Library are teaming up for some summer story times. And joining us with those details are Lisa Lockhart from the Rock Island Public Library and Police Chief Timothy McLeod. Welcome to both of you. Thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks for having us.
We have so much to talk about, as we always do every time the Rock Island Public Library joins us on the show, because you just have a ton of stuff to do over the summer months. We're going to start with you, Chief, though. Tell us a little bit about these police read-alongs. This is a new program.
It is, you know, and our officers are members of the community, so we're always looking for opportunities, new opportunities to engage with the kids.
Yeah.
And so this just seems like a no-brainer, partnering with the already successful summer reading program of the library.
Yes. So how is this all going to work? Is it all happening at the library or different locations throughout?
Well, we're kicking it off next Tuesday at the adventure camp that's going to be up at Longview Park.
Oh, nice.
So that is going to be our first starting opportunity to not only just read, but have some activities with the kids. And then moving forward after that, we'll be at different branches of the library and have those at different times.
They're going to be so excited. I just feel like the kids, they get a kick out of it, especially if they see like a squad car or something like that. That's just going to be really special. Something else I thought was interesting, you know, we love to have police in schools, but of course we've covered it in the news. I mean, staffing isn't, you know, where it needs to be, not only for the Rock Island Police Department, for lots of first responders across the QCA. So it's not necessarily easy to get police officers engaging with kids in school right now. Do you feel like this is kind of a great way in order to accomplish that?
It really is. You know, and normally we have a school resource officer in the elementary and the junior high schools. And that interaction has been lacking with our lower staffing levels.
Sure.
But if we can jump on board this program and have that positive interaction and be that role model for the kids, all the better.
And for both of you, Lisa, how did this program get started? I mean, who thought of the idea of partnering, you know, with the police department?
Well, I think I have to kick that back to the chief. He really came up with the idea, and we're like, that would be great. We love partnering with other city departments.
Well, I wish I could take the credit for it. This actually comes from my administrative assistant, Rhonda Schumacher. And she came up with the idea. She has a real heart for kids and community engagement. I just came up with the name, so I didn't really do anything else other than that.
The name is good. It allowed me to write the beginning of this segment very easily today. So what's the benefit of you know, having police officers join the library story times?
You know, it's a great role model for the kids. It shows them out in the community. There's a really strong benefit for reading, to show the adults reading and how it gets them forward in their career, and it's a useful life skill. And you know, again, the benefits for early reading are just can't be overstated.
Yes, and that kind of takes us to our next topic, Lisa. Talk about the ways that the library focuses on early reading beyond this really cool program with the police department.
Yeah, besides multiple story times every week, we have a long-running program called Hug-a-Book, which is specifically for that 2 to 5 year old age range.
Very cute.
And it's offered 4 or 5 times throughout the year. We've got one coming up in August called Hug-a-Book Create, and it has art stations where they can do artistic play, and that is free and open to anyone. And the kids also get to pick out a free book, which is
they love,
absolute love, and they get a little art apron.
That's so cute.
That's funded by a long-running legacy to our foundation.
Really, really special. Okay, so that's coming up in August. Mark your calendars, Mom and Dad. Describe the My First Library Card initiative.
Yeah, that is a special library card in a fun shape for children who are under 5, and it has, you know, it's a fun shape. It teaches them how the responsibilities of having a library card with some training wheels in place for, because they're going to lose books. They're going to, so it's a special library card, and they get all excited about getting it. Yeah.
You're right about I remember searching for, after I took Darby to the library for the first time, I'm like, we got to return that book. Where is it? So you're completely right about that. Okay, 1,000 books before kindergarten program. It seems like a lot, But once you get going, you know, it's easy.
It's really not. You know, those picture books are so short. You can
They
read 2
are.
or 3 of those in a night,
and
right?
they'll make you do it too.
Yeah. You know, and whether it's the same book 10 times or 10 different books, it doesn't matter. The important is reading at home and regular reading aloud and reading practice. And that's what the program incentivizes. And at the end, the kids get to pose with this frame.
Okay, good. I'm glad this is what they get to do and celebrate.
Yeah. And, you know, they love it. They get a free book, they get a certificate, and they just, the smiles, they just beam all over.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's an accomplishment, and it's a really big accomplishment for kids. Okay, and finally, it is still summer, so the Summer Reading Challenge is still on, and we can still get involved in it.
You sure can. It goes till July 31st, and we really encourage families who are in that Read to Me phase to
Yes.
participate. So we've got a lot of picture books to check out. We have reading kits they can check out. This one is Elephant and Piggy. He's very popular with the preschool set. You know, if you're looking to encourage a reader, we have some graphic novels for children, and that tells
Oh.
a story through pictures and words. It's kind of like an elevated comic book.
That's fun, yeah.
And then we also have Vox Books and Wonder Books, which pairs an audio
Oh, I see.
with a printed piece, and so they can hear the words as they see the words.
Okay.
And that's a great little tool for readers. And of course, audiobooks and all sorts of other things.
Yeah, and I know it's hard for folks to see, but they have, it's like right on the side here, and they can do something. That is awesome. Okay, so what are some things that parents can do to build up and encourage a young reader beyond, of course, getting them involved in these really cool read-alongs with the police department?
Well, it's great to have a home library, but it's even better to also have a public library card because,
Yes.
again, we buy thousands of books a year, and that's far more than any parent could afford to buy.
Yeah.
And so, you know, bringing them to story times and attending story times is kind of like a master class in reading to your children. You can see how the librarians use rhymes and songs and
Yeah.
pointing at things in books, and again, to engage them with the text. And so I always encourage new parents, come to a story time.
You can pick up a thing or two.
You really
You
can.
can learn from everybody. Okay, well, we did cover a lot today. But if you want more information on the read-along program we talked about or anything else happening at the library, visit rockislandlibrary.org or call the number that is there on your screen. Lisa and Chief McLeod, thank you so much for coming on. We talked about a lot today. We appreciate it.